friends, right, it's finally time for beans. Now, I've waited this late. I did put on my Instagram the close friends that you could sow your dwarf beans if you were itching, but I've waited this late for climbing beans because it's so cold. Like literally just a second ago it was hailing and now it's sunny again, so I don't understand May. Now I am sowing mine in these root trainer trays. You don't have to do that. This is just easy for me because I've got a lot of beans. They're all in one place and they're really deep, which beans love deep root trainers because they grow so quickly, their roots grow so quickly. Now you could grow it in a 9cm pot if that's all you've got, but I wouldn't recommend anything this small or a cell tray because you will literally just have to pot them on so quickly because they grow that fast. Now I've got 3 types of beans. One I'm not sowing today, but I just wanted to show you. So this is Belotti, a climbing bean, and this is a French bean. Now I don't grow beans to eat fresh because I'm not a fan. I only grow beans to dry them. So my beans will be staying on the pods until they're completely dry, and then French beans turn into haricot beans, which is what you make baked beans out of. And then obviously Belottis, this is what Belottis look like. And I'll be putting them in soups and everything. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about is edamame. Now, I've tried to grow edamame 3 times. I've only been semi-successful once. I'm not sowing these yet because these really do like warm weather. And I'm just going to wait a bit. So I would probably sow these first week of June. But I'm going to sow these now. So multi-purpose compost in anything you're growing because they're going to like a lot of nutrients because they grow so quickly. I haven't watered this yet, but you've got to make sure you give it a deep water because what you'll find is beans, some of you might have grown them before, but if you haven't, they've got quite a hard shell. Now you could pre-soak them, but I don't. Some people pre-sprout them on like kitchen paper that's moist in a sandwich bag. Now they do like heat and I haven't got any spare heat mats, so I'm just relying on the ambient temperature of my house. They are very much a warm weather crop, so they won't germinate very well, if at all, if you put them in a cold frame or keep them somewhere cold. They do need a bit of heat, so I would definitely suggest somewhere warm. Now all beans need to be sown double the depth of the size of the seed. So I sow mine about 2 inches deep, just to give them a bit of a start. So I'm just going to dib a hole probably up to here on my finger, which is about 2 inches. I love that I measure things by hand now. 8 inches, 2 inches. So I'm literally just going to drop the seed in. Doesn't matter which way up it goes, it'll grow anyway. What I will show you is, can you see here this white part of the seed? This is where the sprout will come out. So sometimes people nick that with like nail scissors or something, just to give it a bit of a go. But yeah, literally just drop them in a hole, 2 inches, and you're good to go. And then give it a really good water because you need to break through this seed coating. I'll sow these ones exactly the same, even though they're a tiny bit smaller. But yeah, that's beans. It's so easy. So yeah, warmth to germinate. Make sure they're really moist. And then as soon as they pop up, which they'll pop up quite quickly, and once they do, then they're rapid. You're going to put them somewhere bright and warm. Definitely don't put them in your cold frame, especially in this weather. I just put them on a bright windowsill. Okay.